Evening all. Just trapped my finger on the table. Ow. How are we doing? 7:47. No, you weren't early. I was just late. Standard Richard.
Hello.
Hello. Right, you got tomato sauce all round your mouth. Go and finish your crust.
Kitchen roll.
And then sort yourself out. Yeah, so we're on the desk today, so it should be less rattling and squeaking. Hello, Paul. Hello, Mother. Glad to know your internet is back. We have 6 people already lined up for the quiz. So 50 questions tonight. 25 seconds to answer said question. 25 seconds to Ralph to review said answers. We should be done in about 45 minutes. I will just undo this plug. 1 minute. Hello. Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, so 50 questions. We have all about our Queen. Of course, we have a couple of picture rounds and some classic picture rounds. That should tell you everything you need to know. There's a geography round. There is a food and drink round. There is a round about animals. There's a round about just potluck. Classic potluck.
No, there isn't potluck.
Yes, there is. I wrote it last night. She's got her pajamas on. Yes. So lots of good rounds, and I've done it in the way I used to do it. So we have easy questions at the start. It builds up to really hard questions. Goes back to easy. Builds up again to hard. So I don't think it's too bad tonight. Actually, you should smash it really. For anyone who's bothered, there's only 5 on the stream at the moment. For anyone who's bothered, I'm drinking a nice pint of Desperados at the moment out of my little beer machine. Just had a pint of also Cali Pale Ale from my larger machine. Enjoyed both. Desperado is now out. That's all. I'm done. So we'll get on to some can reviews as we get through the quiz. 10 minutes to go. We've got 7 lined up already. That's good news. That means I think we'll get to double figures tonight. You never know. Ralph is bored because he hasn't had a walk because the weather is terrible. So I hope everyone's electricity stays up and running for the visit. Because I have heard it's going out in Skeg in certain places. No, and Skeg as well, Sam. No. Yeah, I know. So fingers crossed we stay online for the majority of the quiz. I mean, if we don't, the quiz on my quiz will carry on anyway on your phones. So you just won't see me. But there you go. Can of stout. Yeah, I need to try that. And it is stout season now. I have got a load of stouts, Paul, to try. And that is one of them, the one you bought me. It's not been a stout drinking weather for me, but it's getting there now. I've got stout to try tonight. But yes, I will be trying. You know what? I might try yours tonight, actually. That's probably a good idea. I'll whack it in the fridge in a minute. I don't like my stouts too cold anyway. So I'll do that in a minute. Hello, Herbans. How are we doing? There's some lovely noises you're making in my ear. 6 on the stream, 9 already on the quiz, and we've still got 10 minutes to go.
Well, do you want some cook?
Plate in the kitchen.
I'm just giving
you I mean, Desperado, it is what it is. It's not going to blow anyone's world, but it's incredibly refreshing. And at 5.9, quite dangerous. Oh, right. Well, I'll go and put that in the fridge now, actually, Paul. I'll leave you with Charlotte for 5 minutes. Charlotte, come here.
All right.
You just talked to... Vic's just arrived. She'd love to see you.
Hey, Vic. Hello, everybody. No. I was bored. Mum, you have to come and help me.
Why?
I don't know what to say.
Oh, well, what have you done this week?
Well, yesterday I went on a school trip, and
Where'd you go?
hi, and we went to Wild Pines. I am Grandma. Oh, well, Ralph is
In the kitchen.
in the kitchen, wondering what Dad's doing. Ralph's been good today. Anyway, yeah, so we went to
Wild Pines?
the Skittle Snaffler. What's the Skittle Snaffler mean?
I don't know. Keep talking.
Oh, good night, Dan. Anyway, so we went to Wild Pines. It's a high ropes course in Market Raisin, where there's obstacles, and we did archery and treasure hunts, and then the high ropes in the afternoon. Anyway, and today is Friday. It was cool, and the zip lines were really cool as well. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Dan says, "What is the code? What's the code, Dad? I'll type it in."
Oh, that damn code. It's right there.
Okay, thanks. 0.
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it?
And the code is coming out now. There you go, Dan.
Excuse me, Donna.
Yes, I do like archery.
Like that. Right, so first beer of the it's third beer of the evening, but who's counting?
Hello.
So the first one that I'm trying tonight for you live is from Harbour Brewing. It's a grapefruit IPA called Endless Summer. 6.8%. Oh, hello.
What do you mean?
The code is not valid. It is. It's 00832898. Don't worry about the zeros, pretty much. Just do the 832898. Let Norman in.
I'm letting him.
So the cat is going in and out like a crazy person. He can't cope.
I can't unlock it.
with the-
It's stuck. It's jammed again there.
What are you doing?
Something.
Yeah, I know you.
You're the last one who opened it.
Right, that's the cat letting again. Right, yes. So, Jack, I know, as you're on, I will be drinking this live because I know you'll be interested. Yes, this is from Harbour Brewing. It is a grapefruit IPA. It is 6.8%. Jack, while you're on, to let you know, Morrison's currently transient and Order of the North are on offer reduced. So if you're near a Morrison's, get it on there.
Hi, Jack. And hi, everybody.
Hi, Helen. Hi, Vic. How you doing? Christine, what you doing at school? No one cares about that. Dan, the code's not valid. I hope it is valid now. So we've got 14 on the quiz, and we've still got 6 minutes to go. Invite anyone you can, get everyone in. Just pass me up for a minute, Charlotte. And welcome back. It's been a while. I did look on the last one we did was in June, I think, before summer.
What's the code again? It's in the messages, and it's 00, but ignore the 0. So it's 832898. So that's 832898.
So we are up to 15. That is great news because that means it's worth my while.
Yeah. No. 832898. That's the code. That's the code.
Hello, Julian. How you doing? Joining from the last day of holidays in the Lake District. Oh, it's very good of you to join us on your last day of your holidays. So yeah, here we go. So this is Harbour Brewing called Endless Summer. I'm going to take a risk and not go for a wee before we start. See how that works out for me.
You should do that.
So 4 minutes to go.
832898. 832898.
I was a bit worried about this one. I was a bit worried about this one because it was a substitute beer from Asda because I wanted a salt beer. I didn't have it. So they substituted it with Endless Summer from Harbour Brewing. Oh, goodness, it's quite tart, which you'd expect from the grapefruit. But, well, that's lovely. That's a slow one, though. I'm a bit worried now. I won't have time for all three while the quiz is on.
Wait.
But they know. They're just joking with you.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. They definitely are. So I'm going to go for a wee because I don't trust my bladder. Charlotte is going to wind you up about codes. I'll see you in 1 minute.
Does everybody? I missed the code. Okay, I'll put it in one more time then. So here's the code. And that's the exact code. Okay. Yes, I think he was as well. Okay. Okay. Mum.
Yeah.
Oh, Ralph's teasing Mum.
He keeps
Yeah, Ralph's jumping on Mum.
chat him.
Ravi! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on!
Come on, come on. Oh, you might have to jiggle the screen.
So, hello. Mum's getting Ralph so you can see him.
Oh, there we go.
There he is. There he is. Yeah. Hey, Rafi. Say hello to everybody.
Ralph, speak. Ralph,
We're
speak.
doing tricks.
Ralph, speak.
He is. He's
Oh,
such a good
I
boy.
won't do it now. He's too scared. You
No.
can just all see his bum. Ralph, speak.
Hello.
So that was Ralph.
Ralph, speak.
Ralph's a very good boy. He
Ryan
might
wants to
speak
talk
in
to
a
you.
minute. Okay.
Right. Let me through then.
Bye.
Come on, Ralph. Boy.
Okay, so we got 19 on the quiz. And we are 2 minutes to go. This beer is kicking my bum already. Big exciting news that you'll actually be bothered about. I'm going to watch some wrestling tomorrow in Doncaster. So can't drink too much because I've got to drive about 2 o'clock. Off to see Rob Van Dam. He's about 50. Let's see what he does. So we are 1 minute away. Can we get to 20? Invite who you can. Invite who you want. Let's see if we can really push those numbers up. I've got people commenting on my list. Oh, no, it's okay. We're all good. I know you have a rake up, Jack. I'm not playing tomorrow night. Yes, he is still alive, Dan. I'm also seeing Mickey James and someone else. Oh, Christopher Daniels, if anyone knows who that is. Not logged in as Team Treasure, but both here. Yes, someone said I look like Steve Jobs. That is definitely what I was going for. Actually, it isn't. I had it shaved tonight and I cut all this bit here, so I thought I'd wear a roll neck. Amal and Joanne are identical twins. Their mum only carries one photo because if you've seen Joanne, you've seen Amal. Very good, Paul. Right, so we are on 20. That's a big number for the quiz. And it is 8 o'clock. I'm going to give people another 2 minutes, maybe 1 minute, and then we'll get going. We've got 14 on the stream. We've got 21 users ready to quiz. Yes, he is alive. Yes, Ralph is great. So hopefully everyone's logged on now. We got 15 on the stream, 21 ready to quiz. And thank you very much. Yeah, it's 1PW. It's in Doncaster. See what happens. Charlotte, what are you doing?
Ryan. Hi, Ryan. I lost you because my phone died.
Well, we're going to get going in a minute because it actually lost someone from the quiz while we're waiting. So, yeah, it is time to play, isn't it? So we're going to start. There's a couple of picture rounds. There is a... What are you doing? There's a round all about the Queen. And
There you go.
that's annoying. That's Ryan. He's in Lincoln getting drunk probably. Right, we're going to start. It's 22 ready to quiz. Let's go for it. Okay,
There he is.
ready
Right,
to start.
Let Ryan quiz.
Okay, 18 connected players, 22 it says here, but let's just start. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Where would you find this roller coaster? Would you find that roller coaster in Disneyland, Paris, Universal Orlando Resort, Busch Gardens, or SeaWorld Orlando? Will you sit down? I've been very specific about
Can I do an answer?
where people are, where the theme parks are, because there are different Universal resorts, there's different Disneyland resorts, and there's different SeaWorlds. But where would you find that specific roller coaster? Charlotte's going to tell you.
And the answer is Universal Orlando, and 59.1% of you said.
Well done. 59.1% of you said it was Universal Orlando Resort. I won't give any bonus points because that gets confusing. But if anyone could tell me what that roller coaster is called, I will give them a respect point in the chat here on YouTube. Okay, next question. Name the wrestler. Is that Lita, Trish Stratus, or Mickey James? Yes, Name the Wrestler is back. And it is the Hulk roller coaster, as Molly May and the Hermans have correctly said.
You need to. You
Oh,
said
yeah, I
you.
know that.
What are you doing?
You said it.
Yeah,
respect.
yes, they know. They're watching me. So they don't need
No. But I want to type it
No,
in.
you're not typing it
Oh.
in. Right, name the
Yes,
wrestler. Who is it?
Mickey James.
Mickey James has 31.8% of you got. So, yes, name the wrestler's back. Name the roller coaster is back. We're all back. And Otis is leading on 14 points. Okay, next question coming up. Question 3. The first proper round starts, and I believe it is the Animal World round. So, here we go.
Animals.
Are mammals warm-blooded or cold-blooded? And there's Ralph. So is Ralph warm-blooded or cold-blooded? So if you weren't at the start or you aren't watching on YouTube, if you're not watching on YouTube, why am I explaining to you? The questions, the rounds get harder and they get easier and they get harder again. So this is a level 1 round. This is. I expect most people, hopefully, to get 4 or 5 on this.
I think I know it.
I'm hoping this. Oh no! Someone's put that they're cold-blooded. But oh dear. But yeah, mammals are warm-blooded. And Charlotte's evil twin Carlet is leading the way. Whoever's chosen that team name, that is the team name of the night. So I will read Paul's joke in a minute, but we're on to question 4. Do tigers hunt in packs or alone? When my mate woke up this morning, his wife had him in a headlock. He thinks she had restless night's sleep.
No, we did this.
Oh my God.
I know.
10 seconds to find the answer.
So, do tigers hunt in packs or alone?
Charlotte.
We have 22 on the quiz tonight. Really good numbers considering the weather. And I don't know what it means. It should mean more people, if anything. Tigers hunt alone, as 81% of you said.
Yes.
So Paul went into Boots the chemist today and asked for a comb. The assistant said, "Do you want a steel one?" I said, "No, I'm happy to pay for it."
I don't
Jesus
have it.
Christ. Awful. They've started off badly. Hopefully they get better. Ralph is really annoyed he's not getting walks, but who'd want to walk in this weather? Okay, question 5. What type of creature is an Aylesbury? Aylesbury. I should probably put what type of creature's breed is an Aylesbury. Is it an elephant, dog, duck, or cat? Paul has been offered a job at the hairdressers. He'll have to mullet it over. Right, okay. What type of creature is an Aylesbury? Is it an elephant, dog, duck, or cat?
I say the end.
Well, you're annoying. The answer is?
And the answer is duck, as 95.5% of you said.
Yes, 95.5% of you got that exactly right. 5 ants rented an apartment with 5 other ants. Now they are 10 ants together.
Tenants.
Jack Bartley
I
is drinking a Northern Monk Forbidden Fruit. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Like a smoothie with some beer. Which of these was the first animal to be domesticated?
Dog, cat, hamster, goldfish.
Charlotte, stop shaking the table.
I changed that actually. You should say which of these is one of the first. Which of those? Oh, no, it's fine. This isn't the first animal to be domesticated. Which of these, was the first animal to be domesticated? Because actually, the first animal to be domesticated was a goat.
And the answer is dog.
Yeah, it is dog.
27.3%.
Yeah, cats. It was like 100 years or 200 years in between dogs and cats being domesticated. Actually longer, about 1,000 years. Actually, is what I read. Yeah, so like back in the old days, with the dire wolves. Obviously, they're kind of dogs, aren't they? Yeah. And they were domesticated far Far sooner than cats. Northern Monk Neapolitan ice cream pale ale for me. Oh, very good, Ash. Shrews have an acute sense of smell and hearing to compensate for which weak sense? Is it
Touch, sight, or taste?
so? What sense are shrews not good at? A wagon has crashed on the M62 this morning, shedding its load of Watchtower magazines. Police are appealing for witnesses. Oh, very good.
And the answer is sight as
Wow, all of you got that. All
100%
22/23 because people keep coming in and out. All 22/23 people of you, 22 of you got that correct. Well done. So yeah, this is going down really well. A bit too well, as you can tell. In fact, I'm mispronouncing my worms. Next question. Where would you find this drop tower? Is it Chessington, Alton Towers, Fantasy Island, or Flamingo Land? Do you know that one, Charlotte?
I think I do, and I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! I watched too much theme park. Worldwide.
Yeah, and if you could tell me what ride that's called, you'll get another respect point.
Oh God!
You would find that at Chessington, as half of you got.
That
Alton
might be
Towers
Charlotte's
played
loud
7%. 9% thinks it's a Fantasy Island. I wish. And Flamingo Land 18%. So most half of you got that correct. In 2 questions time, I will give you a quick top 10 rundown. Before E, except after Old MacDonald had a farm, I think I'm going to rely on the Queen round, says Jack Bartley. Which seaside resort, so onto the geography round now, which seaside resort has lanes and a nudist beach? Is it Great Yarmouth, Blackpool, Brighton, or Skegness? Christine Bourne didn't get the photo, so I don't know why she didn't get the photo. Everyone else did. Mum, it's called a phone. Have a look on it. Check out the photo on it.
Anyway, you spelled photo with
the fact that she's got my really good phone now suggests it should work.
And the answer is Brighton,
yes,
as
Brighton.
66.7% of you said, and then you say it.
I think Great Yarmouth has a nudist beach as well, but Brighton has a nudist beach and the very famous Brighton Lanes. I don't really know what they are, but I know they are there. Just wanted to let everyone know that the Beatles Museum is now open 8 days a week. Thank you, Paul. That's actually one of your best. What percentage is the beer? Oh, Julian's asked what percentage is the beer because obviously he's noticed me slurring slightly. It's 7%. In what part of London is a natural history museum?
Greenwich, Camden,
Greenwich,
Camden Town, South Kensington, or I don't know.
Shoreditch.
Oh, bit Shoreditch.
Place.
So where is the Natural History Museum? So this is level 2 quizzing now. So we had level 1 with the animal round. This is level 2 quizzing. And the answer is
South Kingston.
No, South Kensington.
Kensington as 40.9%.
As she's taken so long to answer that, what we'll do is we'll do the top 10 after the next round. Next question. Okay, here we go.
Say the answer.
Oh my God.
In which county is Sizewell Nuclear Power Station? Is it in Kent, Northumberland, Norfolk, or Suffolk? And I will then give you your top 10. We have a chap at the top of the leaderboard that we don't usually see in first place. So well done, you. But I will, as I say, give you your top 10 after this one when Charlotte is going to expertly tell you the answer.
I know how to say them all. And the answer is Suffolk, as 52.4% of you said. Well done.
Okay, in 10th is Mark Demon, in 9th is Otis, in 8th is Nina, in the 7th is the Brutons, 6th is George, 5th is the Spilsby Herdmans with a Z, 4th is the Watkinsons, 3rd is Helen, 2nd is Belushi, and 1st is Paul. Go, Paul. Okay, so next question. What is the Salisbury Plain primarily used for? Now, the Salisbury Plain, obviously, is the home of Stonehenge, but it's also primarily used for what? Is it paintballing, army exercises, horse racing, or growing crops? Internet went bonkers, says my mum. That's her excuse every week. Some guy stopped me in the street and said that I was rubbish at using a razor. The bloody cheek. Very good, Paul. Okay, the Salisbury Plain is primarily used for...
army exercise. criticise it as 72.2% of you.
72.7.
7% of you said. And I hope you are
Paul
not
is loving
31
this
on
quiz.
your phone.
He is flying away with it at the moment. And he also went to the doctor to get the results. He paused and hesitated. So I said, come on, doctor, I haven't got all day. He said, oh, you already know. That's really good. He's on fire tonight. Okay, where is the Clifton Suspension Bridge? Is it Bristol, Bury, Bath, or Birmingham? Mark Demon is incredibly fast on the buzzer today. He was the first in there. Well done, Mark. Tommy Tank, I've seen, is with us. I can't see him on the top 10, though. My mum, obviously, isn't on the top 10. Disco Sushi is with us as well. And yes, we have 22. Where's Fruit Snake on the top 10 as well? He isn't there either.
Is Fruit Snake there?
Yeah, he's here. Nowhere near the top 10. And Richard Sherwood, there he is, working or not, and doing the quiz at the same time.
Bristol, 77.3% of you said. Well done.
Has Fruit Snake got help tonight? That's the question. Because it could do with help on the.
Oh, it's a cracker, that. But it is going to get me drunk.
Okay,
next question coming up.
Rides rounds.
Okay, where would you find this unique roller coaster? Is it Oakwood, Lightwater Valley, Flamingo Land, or Poulton's Park?
Oh my God.
That is one I really want to go on. But I'm not going to tell you where it is. It's not far. It's not too far away from here. I don't, says Jack. I don't know what that means.
He doesn't want to go on it.
Oh, he doesn't want to go on it. Yeah, so that is Flamingo Land. And if anyone could tell me the name of that, I'll be very, very impressed. So that is at Flamingo Land. Can you tell me the name of that roller coaster? Actually, you lay down on it, and the roller coaster, when you get on it, never stops. You literally have to get on it as it moves. It isn't. You guess it. I know there's many of them around the world, but it's unique for this country, Paul. But there is another one in Pyongyang. I can't say that. Who released their biggest selling album in Britain in the 70s? Is it Elton John, John Lennon, Simon & Garfunkel, and Queen? We are on to the album round. Yes, there is actually one in the Netherlands as well. There's many, but for this country, very unique, and still a unique roller coaster because it has like a twisting lift hill, you know. So unique in terms of there's not many of them. Thank you. Okay, so the biggest selling album in Britain in the 70s was by Simon & Garfunkel. I believe it was Bridge Over Troubled Water, as 40% of you knew, obviously. And we'll give you your top 10 after the next question, I believe. Charlotte, have you just trumped? Definitely have.
You won't let me do the questions.
Well, does that mean you have to trump, does it?
Yes.
Okay. Stinks. Okay, then. What was the final track? If anyone knows this, I'll be sure. The final track on Spice. Was it? I know the Hermans will be going through that record collection right now. Oh, where is it? Was it If You Can't Dance, Wannabe, Goodbye, or To Become One?
I think George will know that.
So quickly, if you don't, and I hope no one's Googling this. I always should say don't Google. I'm sure, you know.
I've already said that, but
hopefully everyone else does it in good faith.
And the answer is If You Can't Dance, as 23.8% of you said. Well done.
Okay, leaders are in 10th Helen, in 9th George, in 8th is Belushi, 7th is Mark, 6th is Nina, 5th is Caroline Thrasher, suddenly surging up the leaderboard. The 4th is the Brutons, 3rd is the Spilsby Hermans with a Z, 2nd is Tommy Tank, where's he come from? And 1st is Paul, but it is incredibly tight. Dire Straits' first album came out on which label? Vertigo, Creation, Apple, or Universal? I'm binging it. I don't know what that means. What are you binging? Are you binging the new Spice Girl album?
Bing. That's like a
Bing.
Oh, Bing. Oh, binging it. Yeah, Bing. Oh, yes, blooming Bing. Who uses Bing? No one. Okay, who uses these as a search engines? What's the point in them? Okay, Dire Straits' first album came out on which label? It is
Vertigo, as 28.6% of you said.
Okay, so Paul from Skegness went to see a Dr. Hook tribute. That's nice. My mate said not to patch on the original. I said, I think you'll find there was.
I don't get it.
Okay.
You need to do some easier jokes.
Jack's glad that Sarah is here to explain the jokes. That's good. Which is 6.5 minute track. And this was one of the first albums I ever owned, was the title track on Queen's 7th #1 album? Is it The Works, A Day at the Races, Innuendo, or The Miracle? I actually have one on LP, but I had this one on cassette, and it was an absolute classic. So which 6.5-minute track was the title track of Queen's 7th #1 album? It is Innuendo, as 38.1% of you said. The 6.5-minute track being Innuendo. A Day at the Races. No, is it not on that one? I don't know if you were foxed by that, because at Night at the Opera was the sister album to that, and it had Bohemian Rhapsody on. But no, it isn't. I also enjoyed in the Spice one how a lot of you said Goodbye. I mean, Goodbye was actually one of the later tracks because it's when they split up for a while. But I can see why you chose Goodbye. Which superstar first charted with Come Fly With Me? Was it Tony Bennett, Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole, or Perry Como?
You're furious. Let Charlotte do this one, please.
Okay, sorry.
No, but I can't say anything.
You can just say B. Oh,
Oh no.
And the answer is B, as 45% of you said. And I bet
Can you say his name?
Frank Sinatra.
Well done.
She couldn't say the other eye.
We should ban all calendar puns. They're weak and
I'm
dated.
just going to say
Says
B,
Paul.
A,
Okay.
B,
Paul, who
B.
still leads the way.
I'm doing quiz questions and
And
Jokes.
but there is only 13 points spanning the top 9.
Maybe.
Which theme park reconditioned their old Buffalo Coast roller coaster, which you can see in the picture there? Was it Drayton Manor, Lightwater Valley, Poulters Park, or Alton Towers? You should know this
I
one.
know this one.
Charlotte?
I do.
What is it? It is.
Charlotte,
If you don't dot all your I's and cross all your T's, it makes it very hard to write the word little. Yes, very good.
Charlotte's been on this one.
Little.
Okay, and the answer is Drayton Manor. Yes, that is now the Jormungandr ride in their new Viking area.
I
65% of you clearly knew. Okay, there's our 16 point. No, I should say 16 points covering the top 10, and Christine Bormer is in 10th. What's going on?
Maybe she knew this one because I talked to her about it.
Complete the film title. So we're now on to film. So we're now going back to the easy questions. This is a level one round, so you should all know
Scott
these.
Pilgrim versus A, himself, B, Batman, C, everyone, or D, the world.
So complete the film title. Scott Pilgrim, excellent film. Haven't watched it in years, but definitely should watch it again soon. Directed by Edgar Wright, I believe. Did Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, all them.
Oh god.
And the answer is the world.
Oh God,
As
there. You love Hot Fuzz.
90.5%
Yes, you do.
of you
Everyone loves
said.
Hot Fuzz. Hello, I wish to hire a Toyota Prius. Please take a seat. No, thank you. It has to be a Prius. Thank you, says from Paul.
I don't get it.
It's a type of car. Go and get Dad some more beer. Rinse that out, get him a can.
I don't know which ones I get.
God, which one was it? Oh, Phoenix. The one with
In the
the
little fridge or on top of the
there's
fridge?
no little fridge anymore.
No, big fridge even.
Bottom of the fridge.
Phoenix, it's got like a bird on it.
I know.
Which Tom starred in Jerry Maguire? Is it Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks, Tom Hardy, or Tom Felton? Tom Felton, who played Draco Malfoy. The answer for the roller coaster, by the way, was Hero. That's what they call it from Ingoland. I realised I didn't give anyone the answer there. Tom that starred in Jerry Maguire was Tom Cruise, as 95% of you said. We now have only 18 points covering the top 10, which is quite incredible. I think this is as tight as it's been in a long time.
Fastest fingers.
Well, it is. I mean, is it? I'll tell you what it is, Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like to blow my own trumpet, but it's a well-balanced quiz. Okay, next question coming up. Question 23. We're nearly halfway there. And thank God, because I feel quite drunk already. Which British comedy duo were the stars of The Magnificent Two? Is it Morecambe Wise, Hale and Pace, The Two Ronnies, or Reeves and Mortimer? I know it is.
Yeah.
Good.
You told me the other
Oh,
night.
yeah, because we wrote the quiz together. There's 19 on the stream. Hello to you all. I always find it incredible that 3 people aren't watching this. I mean, surely that's the only reason you're here. Someone, I'm not saying that, Jack Bartley. Morecambe and Wise, 40% of you said well done. Someone has just poured my drink on my 80s Ford sports car. I said, oi, that's my Capri Sun.
Now we've got a Phoenix IPA, and it is
Maybe slightly
60%.
shaken.
It's not.
Here we go from the
slightly
Buxton Brewery. From the Buxton Brewery as well, because my mum bought me this. The answer was Morecambe Wise. I think I've said that already. Who played Popeye in a live-action version of the famous cartoon? Is it Tom Hanks, Sylvester Stallone, Robin Williams, or Bruce Willis? So yes, this is actually from the brewery.
shaken.
A Phoenix IPA from Buxton Brewery.
Show-
Suggest it's going to be
chosen
juicy
by Charlotte.
Mhm.
with mango and stone fruit. What is a stone fruit? Can't wait to taste it though.
I think it's a fruit with a stone, like
Well,
an apricot or a peach.
Oh,
A peach or lemon.
I don't know.
Maybe they're all the
Bridget,
stone
answer.
fruit.
And
And
the
the answer is Robin Williams, as 76.2% of you said.
So yeah, he was in the excellent Popeye live-action film. Yeah, there we go. Oh wow, that looks decent. So yeah, we've got the Phoenix IPA from Buxton now. Don't know if I'll get to that stout, to be fair, Paul, because if I do, I don't think I'll be sitting on this chair very much longer.
Oh my God, that's 6%.
Okay, Bing Crosby had just finished a round of which game when he died? Is it Tiddlywinks, golf, rounders, or poker? We still have only 20 points covering the top 10. It's slightly going up, but that's still an incredibly tight leaderboard. And to be fair, if it wasn't for Paul, we'd have only 10 points separating it. He is absolutely flying.
6%. Go steady.
I know.
And the answer is B, golf, as 85.7% of you said.
Well done, 85.7% of you. So yeah, this is the level 1 round for the albums. We'll soon go on to level
Albums?
2. Level, yeah, it's all about albums and singers. And then we get to level 3, and then we get to Queen round, and then potluck to finish off. When is the beer break going to happen? It's not, Jack. Sorry. The duel has ended at this park. Can you name this theme park? Is it Bottoms?
That's like the easiest thing in the world.
That's only because me and you watch a nerdy channel for half our lives on YouTube. Lightwater Valley, Alton Towers, or Flamingo Land. So where is that? The jewel. It used to be called Just a Haunted House.
Oh,
If that
there you
helps.
go. Yeah. That's a
Jack
goodie.
Bartley needs a top up. Now, if I can get 2 people to say I should pause the quiz for Jack to get
And the
a beer,
answer is
I will pause
Alton Towers, as 70% of you said.
so yeah, we need 2 people on the chat to say pause it for Jack, and I will so we can get a beer. Otherwise, we carry on.
Doesn't include Charlotte.
What?
Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh, that's a good beer. Okay, what colour is the flesh of a cantaloupe melon? Is it green, red, yellow, or orange? So we're now on the food and drink round. There you go, Jack. No one likes you, mate. Not one person said we can have a beer break. We don't count.
Yes, we do.
So
You
what
can
colour
have
is
a
the flesh
beer
of the
break.
cantaloupe melon? Is
There you
it green, red, yellow, or orange? That beer is stunning.
You wait till next year when it's on draft.
And the answer is orange, as 28.6% of you said. I lost my
Well done,
reading.
28.6 for you. Paul is absolutely flying here. The second to 10th is only covered by 15 points. But Paul is a further 13 points ahead of. He knows so much about this. Did you see the questions, Paul? Okay, next question. What is the fishy ingredient in Scotch woodcock? Is it anchovies, sardines, mackerel? That's not funny, you child. Mackerel or kippers. There you go, Jack. That's your chance gone. Not one person, and I feel a bit sorry for them, not one person of the 18 watching the stream has said, pause it for Jack so we can have a drink.
No, you can.
No, you don't count. That you got to feel for Jack.
No, but I'm not a part of the quiz.
It's
so you
anchovies
can.
is 14.3% of you said. Yes, it is a classic English dish. Was it English dish, Sarah? You found it out for me. It's like some tapenade, which is like olives and
Oh yeah,
anchovies
you
spread
get
on.
anchovy spread and spread it on.
Paul has a friend who's half Indian, Ian.
Ian.
Oh my God.
Bridget. Oh, touch them.
Oh yeah, sorry. Which alcoholic drink is made in Hakushi, Yoshi, and Yamasaki? Is it gin, sake, whiskey, or vodka? Yes, well, this is absolutely delicious. I'd go and say, as far as saying, I had a lot of amazing beers last weekend. I was in Leeds. But this has got to be up there as well. It's almost on on parallel terms with them.
Oh my god.
And the answer is C, whiskey, as only 9.5%
Yeah.
of you said.
Oh, and well done, Sarah, because she suggested one of the hardest things to do on these quizzes is suggesting the alternative answers. And she said, put sake on there. Everyone will put sake. And look what's happened. Nearly all of you put sake. And the answer is whiskey. Well done, Sarah. High five. Okay, next question. What is added to pasta to make it green? Is it spinach, basil, pea shoots, or parsley?
Yes. What is added to pasta to make it
And this is
green?
question 30 will be your top 10. No, whiskey is without the E for me, Ash, I think.
It depends if it's Irish or Scottish.
Yeah, Irish is with the E, isn't it?
But
Scottish is without the E. So I assume that Japanese whiskey would be without the... I don't know. It's spinach. Okay, top 10.
do you want me to check your
In
box?
10th is the new tripod. Who is that? And who knows that? Love that. 9th is Matt B. George is in 8th. 7th is the Brutons. 6th is Caroline
Oh, no.
Thrasher. 5th is Nina. 4th is Tommy Tank. 3rd is the Watkinsons. 2nd is Mark Demon. Very quickly catching up with Paul in 1st. Still only around 20 points between 1st and 10th. What kind of pot boils food at a higher temperature than boiling point? Is it slow cooker, pressure cooker, wok, or tagine? I'm not sure about this question. So Japanese is no E.
Right,
Get him.
tripod.
As a chef, Bobby Flay missed a tremendous opportunity by not marrying a woman called Sue. Thank you, Paul.
So Japanese whiskey, no E.
No E. Yes, I had it confirmed on here as well. Pressure cooker, as 81% of you said. The new tripod is my stepson Ryan, so I'm not going to give it. I don't like that anymore.
It's Ryan and his gang of merry men.
They ain't a tripod, mate. They'll never get there. Right.
No, Kieran was there in his blanket.
It was Kieran.
Okay. Next
And,
question.
Those times.
Name a wrestler. Is that Darby Allin, Jeff Hardy, or
Easy.
Seth Rollins?
It is very easy if you watch wrestling.
Well, that's particularly easy.
Yes,
Only
only because
if
you
you
watch it
watch
with me
wrestling.
every Saturday, Sunday. Name. I mean, most people wouldn't actually know who that is. That's quite difficult.
No, it isn't.
Well, let's find out if it's difficult. The answer is.
No. Darby Allin, as 42.9% of you
Yes,
said.
actually, less than half the people knew that, so it was a hard question.
But it isn't half me.
I don't know what it is, Julian. I just know if you like beer, get this. I'm on the verge of giving it a 9.
If you like wine, amazing.
And what's it called? I'll show them the bottle.
Okay, it's the book round, and this is a level 3
Good
round.
wine.
Which singer wrote the book Tarantula? Is it John Lennon, Elton John, Bob Dylan, or Bruce Springsteen? So
Springsteen.
yes, Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen. Which singer wrote the book Tarantula? John Lennon, Elton John, Bob Dylan, or Bruce Springsteen?
Springsteen.
I know, Julian. It's absolutely delicious. Just get that one down. Get it ordered.
Phoenix.
The answer
We're going
is
next.
Charlotte.
And the answer is Bob Dylan, as 47.6% of
I've
you
actually
said.
visited. Only Julian and probably Jack will be interested. I actually visited the Buxton Brewery tap room a year ago, and I had a Dragon Slayer, and it was the best pint I think I've ever had. Not helped by Ralph going mental at a dog next to us. What was the colour of the first Penguin paperback? Was it blue, orange, green, or yellow? Now, I researched this question before we came on. Penguin paperbacks, it was dependent on what they were in terms of non-fiction, fiction, historical, etc., in terms of what colour it is. But this is the very first Penguin paperback was this colour. So there was others that came with it, but slightly after. But this one was the first official Penguin paperback. I checked, so don't argue with me. And the answer
is blue, as 38.1% of you said that.
You know what's exciting about all this? 1st to 10th is covered by 15 points. That is incredible at this point in the quiz. Need a 4th for our War Zoom quads later, by the way. I'm too drunk to do that. I need weed constantly. but I will download that. And I need to download Warzone Part 2. I'm guessing that's going to be free as well, Jack. Let me know. Couldn't fit my clarinet. Could only fit a tube glue. Which I can't cope. Which John Grisham book set a record initial print run of 2.8 million? Is it The Partner, A Time to Kill, The Firm, or The Rainmaker?
No,
So this is a very...
with me.
Okay, go on, answer.
No, I didn't want to. It's not that.
No, you can answer though.
But I don't know it. And it's The Rainmaker, as 14.3% of you said.
14.3% of you knew that. And we have a new leader. Warzone 2 will also be free to play. Okay, Jack, I'll make sure I download it. Let me know the date.
Jack.
I know we're on the last season on Warzone now. I am terrible at first-person shooters, though. I've got 2 more jokes from Paul that I will tell you after the next question. For which novel did Tom Clancy receive an advance of $14 million? Was it Patriot Games, Sum of All Fears, Without Remorse, or Rainbow Six? Can you imagine an imaginary menagerie manager managing... I can't say that. Someone has stolen the big tall clock out of our house. I'm sure it's an inside job, and I might bet my grandfather had a hand in it. We visited the Witchwood Brewery for a tour. Thoroughly recommended. Oh, very nice, very Julian. 4.8% said Without Remorse, and 4.8%. So Witchwood, that's Hobgoblin, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Wow. Let me know, because Hobgoblin I love on draft. So let me know how it is on draft, straight from the brewery, because I bet it's absolutely beautiful. I don't know if Julian likes whiskey. Question from Sarah, do you like whiskey? Okay, next question coming up.
I was thinking there's Lakes Distillery.
Yes, there is a Lakes Distillery. What was Hercule Poirot's last case called? Is it The Big Four, ABC Murders, Murder on the Orient Express, or Curtain? The top 10 is still separated by less than 20 points. The top 3 separate by 4 points. A little bird tells me I may be suffering from Dr. Dolittle syndrome. You're an idiot.
Wait, is Paul?
Sorry, Paul. I can't cope anymore.
Well,
Hercule Poirot's last case was called Curtain.
Yeah.
I had no idea on that. But 47.6% of you did. Julian Thrasher is not a whiskey person. We only said that because there is a Lakes Distillery now, and they've actually got to a point where they can actually call it whiskey, I think.
Not spirit.
Because when we went, they could only call it spirit, even though it tasted quite like whiskey. Name the wrestler! Is that Just Incredible? I love that name. X-Pac or John Cena? Just Incredible. Just say it to yourself. Read it out. It's brilliant. What a name. Just Incredible. X-Pac or John Cena?
It's quite...
And the answer is X-Pac, 61.9% of you said. Jack Bartley, have you been to the Micro Pub in Louth? Ash got a beer there that tasted like an ashtray. I have been to the Louth Brewery.
And had it off the market.
Yeah, and it's very nice. So that's rude and cruel.
And you like beers what taste like
I do. I like whiskies that taste like ashtrays. So I'd like that. Okay, it's the Queen round, the one you've all been waiting for. Queen Elizabeth, look at that picture of her and Kate and William. I love that. Sorry. Queen Elizabeth II was born on the 21st of April of which year? 1920, 1923, 1926, or 1929?
If you can do quick math to get 2022 and subtract however old she was when she died.
Quick maths if you know the answer, yeah.
And the answer is 1926 at 71.4%. You said I actually have a cardboard cutout of the Queen just behind me at work at the moment. I'm keeping it there for as long as I'm allowed for my Zoom calls. So 1926, 71.4% of you said.
Also known as Teams.
Teams or Zoom, it's the same thing, isn't it? Okay, next question. In the Queen round, after Queen Elizabeth II, who is the second longest reigning monarch in British royal family history. Very important that it's British royal family history because there is a longer monarch not in British royal family. There's Norman. Look at Norman. It tasted like a smoker's carpet, says Ash. Excellent. I will do your joke, Paul, in a minute. after answering this question. The answer is Queen Victoria has a whopping 90% said. Okay, they're not the tallest animal or the fastest, and all they do is roll around in mud. Sorry to be hypocritical. Okay, we're going to give you the top 10 in about after this question. I think after this question, we'll give you the top 10 because it has tightened up at the top. But there's one person who is absolutely running away with it, and he's never won the quiz before. So go them. Where did the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II take place? Is it St. Paul's Cathedral? Is it the House of Parliament? Is it Westminster Abbey? Or is it Buckingham Palace? I don't know why I said them in reverse order then. This beer is clearly going to my head. Bumped into Hank Marvin the other day. Looks like he'd do with a good meal. He's a shadow of his former self. I literally need a punchline before as I read that. Very good, Paul. Thank you. And the answer is Westminster Abbey. 66.7% of you said. Okay, here we go. Nina in 10th. 9th is Fruit Snake. Come out of nowhere. Where does he come from? The Brutons are in 8th. The 7th is Belushi. 6th is Spilsby Holmes with a Z. 5th is Jack Bartley. 4th is Tommy Tank. 3rd is Paul. 2nd is the Watkinsons. And 13 points clear is Mark Demon. Come on, Mark. You could do this. 13 points. That's 3 whole questions. We've got this. Okay. Which of Queen Elizabeth II's 4 children was born in 1948? So I should say that better, actually. Which of Queen Elizabeth II's... I can't say that. Which of her children was born in 48? Is it Charles, Andrew, Edward, or Anne?
Let me try.
I should chug that beer. I'm not chugging this beer because it's gorgeous.
Which of Queen Elizabeth II's 4... No, that 4 needs to be 4th. 4?
No, it's right.
I don't get it.
The answer is, of course, Charles, our new king. King Charles. Okay, we'll do. So, yeah, of course, King Charles at 61. Sounds weird saying that, doesn't it? But he is our king. 61.9% of you knew. And she looks old, doesn't she? But you're not that old yet. Okay. Which train line did Queen Elizabeth II officially open in 2022? It's the Bakerloo line, it's the Elizabeth line, the Jubilee line, or the Central line? That's easy, says Charlotte. She's 9, so you should all get this. My wife has left me for my best friend. Well, actually, he's a complete stranger at the time, but now he's my best friend.
Oh, God, Norman!
For God's sake.
Norman's okey-coking.
And the answer is
Elizabeth line.
81% of you said, I'm going to give you the top 10 in 2 questions because it got incredibly tight. And there is someone there who's on as much beer as me. So I'm shocked he's there. Well done.
Oh, my.
I know.
That's because you wouldn't let him have a break.
Well, how? Well, yeah. More concentration, you see. Well done. Name wrestler. I'm seeing this guy tomorrow. If you'd have been here earlier, you'd know the answer. Is it Rob Van Dam, Chris Jericho, or Christian Cage? Okay, went to see a hot chocolate tribute band the other day. They sounded just like the real thing, which was rubbish because they meant to sound like hot chocolate.
I don't get
Richard
it.
is lit, says Dan. I don't know what that means, but I'm happy about it. Okay, name a wrestler. Who is it?
Rob Van Dam at 66.7%.
I can't get. I'm actually so excited about this leaderboard.
What if you get a high five from
Spent the day
Rob
planting
Van
bulbs
Dam?
in the garden.
Van
There's
Dam.
broken glass everywhere, says Paul.
Spent the
Best joke of the night. It's classic. It's simple. I get it. Thank God. So I love that one.
I don't get it.
Which manufacturer? So here it's Potluck. It's Potluck. These questions could be hard. They could be easy. So here we go. Which manufacturer was the first to reach 100 Grand Prix wins? Is it Williams, Red Bull, Ferrari, or Mercedes? And I put an apostrophe on the back of there. And I don't know why. But which of these is it?
There's glass everywhere. Charlotte still doesn't get that bulb joke.
Bulbs in the garden. Glass.
It's a fact.
No, it's not a fact. Anyway.
And the answer is Ferrari, as 38.1% of you said. I'm going to give you the top 10 now. Here we go. 10th is Matt B. 9th is Belushi. 8th is the Brutons. 7th is Fruit Snake. 6th is the Watkinsons. 5th is Spilsby Holmes with a Z. Tommy Tank is 4th. Paul is 3rd. Jack Bartley is 2nd. Mark Demon is 1st. And there is only 17 points covering the top 10. There is only 7 points covering the top 4. Here we go. From which Italian town is St. Francis associated with? Is it Assisi, Florence, Matra, or Verona? Just say it in your head. St. Francis of. You've got it. Okay.
Anybody else thinks it's bedtime for Charlotte?
Scuderia, baby, says Jack. Yes, indeed, Ferrari. And I like Ferrari now. I didn't used to like Ferrari. I really like Ferrari now. I wish I beat Red Bull. They're not going to beat Red Bull, but Red Bull broke the budget rules, as Ryan knows, and therefore should be kicked out. Okay, the doctor told me that I had low blood pressure. He's given me a prescription for 2 IKEA self-assembly wardrobes. Bang
And the
on,
answer
Paul.
is something.
It is a CC. St. Francis of Assisi. Paul and Jack Bartley did not know that. I don't know why it's St. Francis of Assisi. Everyone knows that, don't they?
Well,
No.
No, clearly not. Okay, question 47 coming up. Only 10 points covering the top 5. It's anyone's game. What does NEC stand for when referring to that location in Birmingham? Is it the National Eating Centre? Is it the Northern Exhibition Centre? Is it the National Exhibition City? Or is it the National Exhibition Centre? It's basically a fastest finger first on that, because that's too easy. My husband is a Geordie, was going to town shopping. He asked, is there anything you need? I said, we could do with a new carpet. He came back with a new BMW.
Carpet. I could do with a new carpet.
I did the accent, it didn't work. It's the National Exhibition Centre, as 52.4% of you knew. Strangely, a third of you put the Northern Exhibition Centre, which would be great if it was that, but it isn't that. And the leader has nearly got it. The leader has nearly got it if he gets this right. Okay. Which male pop star once played with the Frantic Elevators? That's hard. Is it Elton John, John Bon Jovi, Mick Hucknall, or Robbie Williams? Any ideas in this room? Hang on.
Is it Charlotte's bedtime? Look how happy she is.
Okay, here we go. And the answer is
Not.
Mick Hucknall, as 38.1% of you said. I can tell you now we have a winner. We have a winner, but there is still all to play for from 2nd all the way down to 8th. Well done, you. Who knew that was Mick Hucknall? No one knew that was Mick Hucknall.
Well, I just told you it was Mick Hucknall.
WhatsApp keeps crashed on my phone and won't run properly. I don't know, there's something called the Bugs Bunny to fix it. It's a WhatsApp DAC. How long does one revolution of the London Eye take? Is it 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 70 minutes, or 45 minutes? So remember, there's still all to play for from 2nd, probably down to 8th. So don't give up. First, you've smashed it, mate.
How long does it take to go all the way around?
Oh, are we allowed to go on the London Eye when we go to London?
And it is 30 minutes, as 52.4% of you said.
You have to book
There is still all to play for from 2nd down to 7th. 4 points cover that. That's ridiculous. It's never been that close.
We're going to London.
So here we go. It's a name the wrestler. I can't remember if it's hard or difficult. No, I can't remember. Here we go.
Just think of the pattern.
Name the wrestler. Is that the Great Khali? Is it Kane? Or is it Luchasaurus?
Everybody knows.
Only, again, because you watch Ridiculous Wrestling with me every Saturday or Sunday. Who is that? Is it the Great Khali, Kane, or Luchasaurus? Stop cheating. This is really important. And the answer is, I don't want to say, Luchasaurus, as 57.1% of you said. 23% of you thought it was the Great Khali. 90% of you said it was Kane. Wrong mask colour, but never mind. Okay, so here we go with the top 10 in a minute. And 10 seconds time, I'll give you the top 10. I already know who's won. And it's awesome because it's a new winner. I love a new winner.
Oh, I know. I know the winner.
Okay, here we go. So, here we go. In 10th is Tommy Tank with 156 points. In 9th is the Thrashers with 160 points. And can we give them extra round of applause? They're on their holidays in the Lake District. They could be at a lovely old-fashioned pub now. They might be. They might be, taking part in an old-fashioned pub. But they're taking part in Bomber's fantastic quiz. So thank you, Thrashers. That's awesome. 8th is Matt B with 161. I think that's Matt Bailey. I don't know if it is. But if it is...
It's Matt from work. Oh, no. I don't know.
I don't know. In 7th is Jack Bartley, top 10. Considering he really needs a wee, smashed it. 6th is Belushi, long-time winner, long-time friend of the quiz, smashed it in 6th. The Watkinsons are 5th with 165 points. It's so tight. 166 points. The Spilsby Holmes is lots of Zs. In 3rd, Alan Oliver, the Fruit Snakes, absolutely done it. In 3rd with 167 points. And in 2nd, I think your highest result ever, let me know if I'm wrong, is Paul with 171 points. And unless I'm very wrong, a brand new winner, Mark Deeming, 182 points. Let's go. I think the most impressive part of that, Mark, is you've answered all those questions in just over 3 minutes. And that's a lesson to all of us. Fastest finger first. Really good quiz, says the Hermans. I thought it was. I thought it was really well balanced. Considering it's been a while since I've done one of these and I'm wearing a turtleneck, I thought it was really good. Thanks for hosting, said Julian Thrasher. No problem. No problem, Helen. We'll do it again soon. Karen Thrasher gives me a big clap. Thank you very much. Jack's pulled a Connor. I don't know what it means. But yeah, so what are we now? What are we now? What? Oh, yes. And can I just say, thank you for reminding me, Sarah. I'm an awful human being. A massive belated happy birthday to Catherine. And massive love to Vic. You know why.
And we'll see Alan on Sunday.
And we'll see Alan on Sunday for Skegness Town FA Cup final. With it, not FA Cup final. It's just the FA Cup, Skegness Women. But this girl here, mascot. So what about? Oh, massive love to you, Dan, as well. Sorry. Now I feel awful. That's Sarah's fault.
That's Sarah's fault.
So yeah, it's the Skegness Town Women are in the FA Cup second round on Sunday. Charlotte is a mascot. So if you are around the region, get yourself to the Vertigo Stadium at 2 p.m. To watch the Skegness Town ladies. And it's the first time the FA Cup for the ladies has ever been in Skegness. It's a massive historical event, and this one's there being a mascot. So I'll be in tears, obviously. I won't be at the gig, Jack. I'm in Doncaster watching some wrestling. I love you, Bournemouth. Thank you, Hermans. No problem, Dan.
Yeah,
Thank you for taking part. So I'm going now to watch Susan Cowman, who is like my surrogate Jane McDonald. She's not quite as good, but she'll do.
She gives you a giggle.
She gives me a giggle. Paul, if you're worried about me not tasting your stout, do not worry. I will be tasting it and sending you a live review as we get through the evening. Justina, I didn't see this. Well done, everyone. Because 13th here because of the guest, the wrestler. Well, exactly. I had to bring it back because people, well, the two people specifically asked for it a lot. So I did bring it back. I think we're quite hard against the wrestlers.
Look where Grandma came, 127.
Sorry?
Look what points Grandma got. She got 127.
Yeah, Grandma got 127. That's rubbish.
Beat us, no.
So, good night to you all, says my mum. Good night to you. Tasting his what? I'm tasting his stout in a bit, Jack. Better than my live reviews. Better than my live reviews. I think that's what you mean. Your live reviews were excellent, Paul. So don't be silly. What about the beer I got you? Says Jack. I haven't tasted it yet. I will be doing. I'm out of breath.
Live review in a minute.
Live review. I can't do Jack and Paul's. I'll be falling off my chair. I might do Jack. Let's do it. Whack it in the fridge in a minute. Why didn't you drink it on stream? Jack, will you leave me alone? We'll whack it in the fridge now, and I'll send you a live review at 10. If you're on Facebook Messenger, that I know you are, I will literally do a live stream for you. I'm going now because I'm waffling. But thank you all for taking part.
Thank you.
I will see you at the end of October. Now, I'm away in London on Halloween weekend. London, baby. So I'm not going to do it live from there because that would be too hard work. But I am going to do it the next weekend after for the Halloween quiz, which I know you'll all be really excited about. So start swatting up on your Jason Voorhees, on your Freddy Krueger, on your Mike Myers. Not Mike Myers because he's Austin Powers. Michael Myers. And start swatting up on them because there will be a lot of questions about those guys. No worries, Mark Demon. And thank you for taking part. And thank you for winning.
And well done.
4th, isn't it? It's the 4th. The 5th is a Saturday.
I know the 5th is a Saturday, but it'll all be.
We'll see what happens. There will be a quiz start of
in
November, depending on Ralph's behaviour. Let's go. All right, I'll see you in a bit. Thank you all for taking part. I'm going now because I really need a wee. And I'll see Paul for the stout and Jack for the cherry beer. See you in a bit.
Oh, that was